Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. It is finally Friday, May 31st. Please subscribe. Well, today is the first day we see the scenes from Ron Cavardi, the head writer, and his team is back on the job. The writer's strike ended a few months ago, but they film 6 to 9 months in advance. The Scabb writer's scenes ended yesterday, and Ron Cavardi said this in an interview. He said everything's coming out in the open. The baby's going back to Nicole, EJ, everybody's getting exposed. And here we go. Trask is on the phone, and she's talking to Sloan, and she's like, quit calling me. Even on a burner phone, girl. Everybody's looking for you. And here comes Rafe. He's sniffing around. He's like, well, you were the lawyer that helped him with adoption. You had to know something. She said, I handed it over to Sloan, and she handled it. I never even saw the baby. Okay, so Eric has found, what's his name here? Leo, and he's giving him a what's for. And Rafe breaks it up, and Rafe talks to Eric, and Eric tells him, you know, Trask handed us the baby. She knows all about it. Rafe goes back and says, I got you, girl. Stand up and put your hands behind your back. It's all going down. So here's somebody's dream for sure. Jada and Bobby in the shower, and sure enough, it was Psycho's dream. But Stephanie, Jada, and Marlena have put together an intervention. Marlena's going to be nearby while they both confront him. And while they were talking to him, he turned into Bobby and started telling Jada how good she looked and how good they were together. And Stephanie's trying to talk to him to get him to come back to Everett, and he said Everett's not here anymore. And he's had terrible things in his life, and you're not ever going to see him again. He has some kind of meltdown. Marlena comes in, he breaks down, he falls on the bed. She says his blood pressure's abnormally high. He finally agreed to go to the hospital. Thank goodness. Well, Nicole walks in on EJ, hears him telling little Jude, we got a secret. And she's like, what's the secret? And he said, oh, little father son. He said, I just want to change his name. And she said, why? I like Jude. And he said, Nicole, that's Sloan and Eric's name. You know, we need our own name. And she said, well, you are the daddy. And he said, yes, I am. You lying prick. Okay, so Marlena runs into EJ, and he's like, Marlena, I'm so sorry. And she said, EJ, you don't have anything to be sorry for. We are all victims. I just want you to know that this little guy had plenty of love the first 6 months of his life. He said, oh, I don't doubt it. He looks like he's feeling a little guilty, but maybe not. Here comes Leo, and he says, I'm trying to figure out why you paid me not to tell anybody about your baby, and you didn't go get your baby right away. That doesn't make sense to me. And it left it at that. Here comes Sloan slipping in those doors. Everybody does. Apologizing to Nicole, telling her she's sorry for her pain. And she said, I've just got to tell you something before I leave. And she said, oh, yeah, I know. Nicole is so angry. She don't want to hear none she says. And she says, what kind of woman steals another woman's baby? She said, someone like you, Nicole. You stole Sammy's baby. You stole my baby. She punches her, and there it is. And she said, okay, so I deserve that. And she said, yeah, you did. You just want to not have to do time now? You're going to pay. You stole 6 months of my son's life from me. You know, Nicole on her high horse. It just pisses me off. I'm glad she's going off the show. So she says, well, I'm going to call the cops. So she picks up the phone. She's calling the cops. In walks Eric, right face to face with Sloan. Is Sloan going to jail? Melinda's in jail. I bet Sloan goes. That's a wrap for Friday. Have a great weekend.